It would seem our first match of the day will be on Buster Beach. And here we go! Yeah, this is best of 3, by the way, chat. In case you don't know, because we might have some newcomers in the chat, this is a best of 3. The first 1 to 2 wins gets to win the entire match. But as we're getting started, we already have Bpay with the Salamander and the Nade, which I feel are good tools on Ribbon Girl to actually try and catch Kevgiru's Twin Tail. And on the other side, Kevgiru is using a Chakram and a Chilla. But Bpay is managing to find a broken arm and getting a little bit of a rush. He's going to drop it, unfortunately, due to a wrong angle, wrong-ish angle. And right now Bpay has some very good pressure going on, I will say that much. Just trying to keep Kevgiru as far away from him as possible. Not letting him use much of Twin Tail's special abilities, which are like the time stopping. But Kevgiru is going to be able to find the full rush here. 26 seconds on the clock. Bpay is stuck a little bit in that corner right now, trying to find a way to get out. But he also knows that he only needs to really play defensively right now to get things done. And yeah, the slap is going to be enough to take that first round. Oh, you're in Brazil, Fabio. Nice. Might be looking into doing some South America tournament at some point at Battlefield then. So if you're interested, please let me know. We might be able to get on that. But going back to the match, we have a much more even matchup, but then again, the start of the previous round was also pretty even. Still, Bpay continuing to play from a distance right now. Kevgiru is going to be able to punish with the rush, granting him the lead. But while it is true that you still gotta be patient against Twin Tail in order to get to punish things like that haphazard grab, I still think like Bpay could use going in a little bit more right now. Like the distance game is working, but at the same time I feel like Twin Tail also excels very much in that distance game. A little bit of a blow up here. Ooh, and ooh, Kevgiru is going to win that rush exchange, interestingly enough. But yeah, now Bpay has to be careful. He just needs to play very defensively, not get grabbed or anything, in order to win that one. And that is 1 HP on Kevgiru, and that is going to be over. And Bpay is going to take that first game of the day. Very well played by Bpay. But again, this is best of 3, so there's still at least one more match, maybe 2. Depending on whether Kevgiru can get the adaptation right. So we'll have to see how it goes. We will have to see where the next match takes us. The counter pick, I feel, is going to be very important. And we are going to DNA Lab. DNA Lab is going to be interesting because Kevgiru is going to be much more inclined, at least when the pillars are up, to emphasize the defensive gameplay. But we've seen already that Bpay is dealing extremely well with that defensive gameplay. Yeah, and once again, we are seeing Bpay playing from a very long distance in order to try and catch KevGuru's attempts at a slow at the time stop. But still, ooh, that was a nice catch with the rush here. KevGuru attempting to dodge it by sidestepping, but unfortunately he's gonna get caught by that. Now Bpay is in a very good position. KevGuru is going to be able to punish that haphazard slap here with the full rush, and now getting the chill. This could be the start of. Nope, I was about to say this could be the start of the ice chain, but that's not happening, is it? And yeah, a nice little nade is going to secure this round for Bpay. We are now on match point for Bpay. And funnily enough, yeah, I was about to say, not that many pillars have been down during the previous round. So the game plan can stay mostly the same, I feel like. But honestly, right now, I kind of want to see KevGuru being more patient, because right now he's going to get caught for that attempt with the rush. It doesn't result in much, you know. Like, both players are overall pretty patient right now. But Bpay is just that little inch over KevGuru that makes it so that he manages to punish much more efficiently. Ooh, Bpay attempting to go for the punish here. Might have been not the best idea, but, you know, maybe he was just trying to maybe get a little silent on trying to get that punish, when really it would have been safe to shield. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are going to see the Twin Tail get slapped in the face, and Bpay is going to be able to advance to the next round. And so now the question is, what are we looking at for our next round? We do have one match of round 2 that's already ready. That's probably, if I had to guess, going to be streamed, which is Rufa versus Rajul. We've seen Rajul win 2-1 over Yoshi Bowser, so there's that. Yam and Miari are still playing with each other from what I see. Yeah, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. Yeah, it is a good day for us. I like seeing, like, I've seen some Foxer Fest as well have many people in there. Unfortunately, apparently Foxer Fest is has stopped. But it happens, you know. Life does its thing. Bpay, why are you back in the lobby? But yeah, life happens. It just is. Meanwhile, I'm still doing the Asia Oceania tournaments at Battlefield N on a monthly basis. I think the next one should be on June. I want to say June 11th. But I'm not completely sure. I'm gonna have to double check that. I'm also going to tease it. Right now we have the finals of the Alpha rankings coming up. With Riff as the star of the show, so that's going to be a fun watch as well. A little bit of an exhibition match there. And of course we have the usual dealings of the den, which we do have the KOF tournament coming up. I'm not going to run the ad yet for it, but just know that we do have the KOF tournament next week right now, which is coming up. So, you know, fun stuff at Wolf TV, and of course on the other side you still have the U-Arms Challenged bi-weekly. Bi-weekly? I don't know how to say that word. But anyways, that's still there for everyone to enjoy in Europe. So, you know, fun stuff. Just fun stuff in general. Yeah, double checked. I did say it would be 11th of June for the Asia Oceania tournament. Next one. I'm probably gonna bring back Europe, North America as well at some point. I'm thinking we might actually do that after the finals, maybe in June. We'll have to see. There's a lot coming up in June. And I have to deal with the scheduling of all of it. It's tough. Even May was, I thought that was going to be a pretty chill month overall. But it still turned out to be pretty busy. With a lot on the playing ground side. We've got Stunfest coming up. And still 2 tournaments during the month. That's still a beefy tournament. That's still a beefy month at Wolf TV. Not the beefiest month we've had, but still a beefy month nonetheless. What am I doing? That's what I wanted to do. Buster Beach, Dolce Temple, Sparing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we good. We good! Also, I believe that would make it winner semis. Yeah, that is absolutely winner semis. Let me just do that real quick. And reset the score. Because I didn't reset the score. So yeah, we've got Ripper on the left side. Going Mechanica. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just going either random mains or actually practicing a little bit for the finals, which I'm not going to talk too much about the finals of the Alpha rankings, but he might be practicing right now. But still, I love me some Mechanica action. You all know that. Meanwhile, Raziel with the trusty Biden Bark. But not that trustworthy apparently on Bark's side. Like, Bite's just gonna die here. Ooh, and a very nice long range grab by Raziel in order to open up the second round. And again, Kablammer is here. on Rifa's side, which those hammer arms are just very interesting overall with their weird arcs and everything. Rifa is going to miss the rush, which is going to happen considering how slow hammer arms can be, especially in their rush, but yeah, that does mean that Raz is in a very good position right now. Just a very good position overall. Also, I was looking at the bracket and I don't think we had our usual Dr. Coils in there. Like Izzy, Adel, they're not here. So this might actually be a coilless week. But again, I'm wandering up again. Like River right now is struggling to make any headway onto Raz. Going in, trying to push Raz into the corner. Good freeze. Bark is disabled. But Raz is not going to let River get the comeback in that round. Gonna have to work for that game. Yeah, overall, I feel like Raz's strength in that previous round was just not getting hit by Rifa's rush. Because it is so much damage that was avoided. Yeah, going to round 3, I feel like it's hard to say because Rifa definitely has a good tool with the Chilla, but it's not that great at hitting your opponent just because the hitbox is pretty small overall. Still, this could be the start of a freeze chain. No, we're going to go straight for the grab. Going for a little mix up here. Rifa trying to punish with the rush. Not gonna get the rush, like only the end of it. And yeah, now Rifa, all Rifa has to do really is play very patiently. But Raz is going to be able to surprise him with that grab after a very good punch, honestly, from Bark. Yeah, now Raz has rush, and I feel like, ooh, that is a very good grab. Putting Raz in a very good position. I think this might ship out, but Rifa manages to dodge and get that first point on the board. Like, honestly, I feel like if Razul hit Rifa's shield, this would have just chipped out and gotten Razul the lead, so... Very well played by Rifa to avoid that last ditch attempt at a rush. And we're now going into round 2. Game 2, sorry about that. And Razul is going to go for the Master Mummy. Now, I've seen this matchup at Battlefield and yesterday. It doesn't go well for the Mummy, honestly. Like, granted, Rifa is no Poco, but still. I like the Scorpion though. Scorpion is a pretty good quick arm, which can rack up a lot of dot damage from the poison. So I kind of like that. Rifa is playing very patiently right now, in order to try and avoid everything that Raz has to offer. Of course, a lot of it is going to go into the armor, but it doesn't really matter. It's damage still. And a very good rush here by Rifa as well. Rifa backing out. Razul managing to find the rush here. Not exactly sure what was parried here, but, you know, it worked. Hi Master Team, how are you doing? Yeah, overall, just very much a lot of patience here from Rifa. This is not... Rifa is playing Mechanica much more defensively than Poco does, overall. Which is... It's different, it's interesting to see, I like it. But yeah, good punch in the gut. Rifa's now on match point. Rifa also has a full rush loaded in. No more pillars to work with, so yeah, that is the perfect time to bring out the Kablammer. Rifa's going to armor through a lot of the stuff. I mean, there was still that pillar in the way. Like, I was saying there's no more pillars. There was still that pillar in the way. Rifa, however, is going to be able to back out of Rez's double Scorpion Rush. It's an interesting loadout, though, because here's the thing. Ooh, very nice rush by Rifa in order to take that game. Very nicely played. But I was about to say, the explosion arms aren't going to go through Mummy's armor. So it does make it a little bit harder to play a loadout like that. All things considered. But now we're gonna move to the other side of winners semis with Bpay versus Yam. And I'm quite excited to see Yam, honestly. But yeah, Yam is a very good old school player, so I'm always excited to see him, you know, actually play. It's funny to say, but like that's the fact. It's just what happens. And here we go, Bpay versus Yam. Yam going with the Ninjara. Well, Bpay still has the Ribbon Girl on his side. And it looks like we're gonna see a lot of slapping right now. I see a slap on one side, a slap on the other side. Slap is a lot of fun, to be fair. It's a very fun arm. All things considered. Yam struggling a little bit in this opener. Bpay applying a lot of pressure onto Yam in the corner, but Yam does have teleport, which could help him get out of sticky situations just as much as it could get him into sticky situations. Very good throw by Bpay. Putting Yam back into a corner. He's going to back out, play more defensively. Still throwing a lot of hitboxes at Yam. And to be fair, it helps that both of Bpay's arms actually go through the Hydra from Yam. Makes it a little bit safer to throw out those hitboxes. And so going into round 2, we now have Yam ditching the Hydra for the Parasol. And the Parasol is a bit of a... I don't want to say a magic arm, but it's a funny one nonetheless, because it blocks a lot of things. And it happens to have win, so it can lead to some interesting win confirms off of it. But Yam is just going to go for Roll Rush here. Not going to get much damage out of it, unfortunately, as Bpay just drifts to the left. But already we are seeing that the Parasol is doing a much better job for Yam than the Hydra was. Meanwhile, we do have Bpay with the Tribal, managing to land the rush here. But those Tribalists are very good. As much as they are very good poking arm, I can see that arm actually struggling against the Parasol. Just because of how much the Parasol covers. Doesn't really matter right now, though. Bpay is going to find some critical slaps on Yam and keep himself into the game. 10 seconds on the clock. It is very close right now. Yam is going to go for the rush. Bpay just flying around, avoiding everything. He does have the health lead. We are at 0 and we are good. Bpay is going to get that point on the board. That was risky, like... Then again, once again, it was a situation where if there was a block, Bpay was going to lose the lead. But still, that was still a very scary situation to be in, where you have to fly around all of those punches. And honestly, it just shows the mastery over the movement that Bpay has. And the counter pick on Yam's side is going to be via Dolce. We have a change to Springtron, interestingly enough. But it's a thing I say a lot about Dolce, about Via, is that it is a very narrow environment, which can make moving very tough. But Yam is already kind of stuck in that narrow space, where he would like to have Bpay in there, I believe. Not really, yeah, Yam right now not really finding any solutions to get out of here. Fortunately, he hasn't been taking that much damage. But he still can't find any way to get out. And Bpay is just going to push him back into there with the rush. Yeah, Yam has no answer right now. The counter pick actually working against him, it feels like. The other thing is that I was about to say Yam cannot get the setup from the EMP because of how Bpay has been keeping just the right amount of distance between them in order to be able to punish the EMP. But still, very strong showing from Bpay, and yeah, it almost feels like right now the counter pick is working against Yam. Now Yam is going for double Thunderbird. And honestly, this setup is very weird in terms of trajectory, in terms of how it works. I feel like double Thunderbird, while being a pretty fun combination, is still a very weird thing to use in terms of utility. And meanwhile, you do have Bpay going straight forward with double roaster. So you're going to see a slew of punches. But Yam is going to be able to punish that grab with the rush. It's already looking much better for Yam right now. Definitely now in a position, the position I think it was looking for, like, forever. Roles are slowly but surely being reversed though as Bpay dances around Yam. And you see, that's the thing. Yam is much more hesitant right now in throwing those Thunderbirds because he knows that Bpay can punish that very quickly. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, that it's going to be game, set, and match to Bpay in this matchup. But still, there was very interesting play from Yam overall, so... So very interesting. Also, hi Galalaiti, I believe. If I pronounce it wrong, feel free to tell me. And once again, welcome to the EU Arms Challenge number 92 if you're just joining us. We'll be running just a little bit of ads before we get into our winners finals. First up, if you like what you're seeing here, like we do a lot of arms as well at Wolf TV. Like we have the monthly now for Asia and Oceania for arms. We've got some finals coming up. But not just that, we also have next week coming up a KOF 15 tournament for PC for Europe. So if you are in Europe and you have KOF 15 on the PC, I invite you to join us on May 15th at 15 CEST for some KOF 15 action. You can register right now. Rifa has the command in the chat. It's !Wolf TV. You'll get all the information there. And again, we'll have more arms coming up as well in June. For Asia Oceania, we have the finals of the Alpha Rankings coming up as well. It's gonna be good fun. And also coming up next week at Wolf TV, we have our free play session, The Playing Grounds, which will take place next week on the 10th of May at 21 CEST, and this time will be dedicated to Street Fighter EX3, which is a fun PS2 game which we'll be playing using Parsec. So you just need the Parsec client and we can just join in, play some games. It's a very fun tag team game. So yeah, feel free to join us for that on the Wolf TV YouTube channel. But anyways, let's get that winners finals set up with Bpay versus Rifa. So Bpay, Rifa, winners finals. And I need to set up the stages, which will be random stages for this matchup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing one. I believe. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we have them all. I just miscounted. Yeah, Bpay versus Rifa. Rifa going with the Mechanica today. So Bpay has Revolver right now. And I feel like Revolver can be very good in this situation, in order to try and shut down Rifa. Because overall, like, Mechanica has a large body. So even with a small Revolver like this, it's going to hit quite often and just get some good pokes in, which are going to lead to stun, which are going to lead to more confirms. Meanwhile, we do have Riffa with the Skelly and the Nade, which is a good combo of fast arms overall to have in order to get things done. Bpay is going to be able to find that rush, not going to be quite enough to kill Riffa on the Magic Pixel. But against the slew of smaller hitboxes, yeah, that's not going to do much. That is going to be the first round to Bpay. Yeah, Helix is a good character. Very technical, but he's a pretty fun character. Going into the second round, Riffa is going to... Ooh, I was about to say manage to find the rush, but Bpay is going to just get the trade in order to snuff that out. Bpay just doing an excellent job at pushing Riffa back into that wall right now and getting the rush as well. That is some massive damage, 350. A little bit of a mistimed grab here. And the throw is not going to be quite enough. Once again, Riffa on the Magic Pixel. And once again in a situation where he has to dodge a lot of hitboxes coming his way. And missing the confirm from the stun of the Whammer as well. How unfortunate the physics of DNA Lab worked against Riffa on that one. And that is going to be game 1-2. Bpay. Now here's the thing, we are in winners finals, so this is going to be best of 5 this time. So first to 3 wins. So there is a lot of time there to adapt on both sides. So anything can happen, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, going into game 2, it feels like Riffa is much more comfortable playing against Bpay's game plan on Temple Ground so far. Just having a little bit more space to move around, I guess. But still. Now Bpay does have to be careful of... once again, the rush on Riffa's side is going to be snuffed out. Bpay not managing to land the rush himself though, due to the slope. But yeah, that's the thing Bpay needs to be careful about. It's his own nade blowing up in his face right now, because the Whammer overall is doing a very good job at keeping that that arm at bay and just keeping it close to Bpay's chest, where it can damage him. And Bpay, I feel like, has recognized that, and so is going for double slaps. Just double the slaps. Being a little bit spammy here. Riffa not caring one bit, punishing everything that Bpay has to offer right now. And right now it really feels like Bpay is being maybe a little bit too hasty. A nice shot here by Riffa, and yeah, that is... So far that is looking like a wash. Like, the double snap not working too well. Thankfully Bpay finds the rush at the very least. But Riffa also has rush to counter. Doesn't even need it though. It doesn't even need it. But yeah, overall, things are working pretty well in that situation. And we're now on VoD. I'm not sure how VoD will interact with those two characters, which have absolutely excel in terms of horizontal movement, which VoD doesn't give much of. But still. Yeah, Bpay already backing out in the alleyway. Going a little bit in. But yeah, I'm glad to see that the double slap is off the table for now. Because it was really not working. Rifa applying a lot of pressure, keeping him in the corner. Bpay is going to be able to avoid the rush and punish with the rush of his own. For some massive damage, getting back into the advantage. Rifa is going to be able to push back Bpay here with the hard knockdown. Yeah, it feels like right now that Rifa is using the nade a lot to actually counter the revolver from Bpay. Realizing that at the end of the day, this might actually be the bigger threat because of the confirmed opportunities. Rifa stuck in the corner. The rush isn't going to connect here. Or just with Rifa's shield. But Rifa's shield is low. We have 5 seconds on the clock. Ooh, and Rifa delaying the rush in order to catch Bpay off guard. Very well played by Rifa. Very good mind games here. Very nice throw by Bpay right now. And yeah, honestly, the whammer was working very well for Rifa, so I'm not too surprised to see it back here. Especially in those contrived spaces. I feel like whammer can be surprisingly good at snuffing out any chance of doing anything, apparently, because we have 385% on the corner. on the damage counter. And that is going to be a quick round to Rifa, who takes game 3. We're going into game 4. I mean, you are right, Razzle. It is very easy to get stuck in Via's alleyways. It is not easy getting out of there. Like, it's not unusual to see a player being like, I can't get out. What do I do on VoD? We are going to go to DNA Lab. Thanks to the power of RNG. So I'm kind of not sure about the whammer pick on Rifa's side in first approach. Because of the pillars being there to block a lot of what the whammer can do. Like, it doesn't have that much drift, so... So the pillars are going to be a pretty big problem, I feel like, for the whammer. And it's already showing, like, with Bpay applying a lot of pressure. Thankfully, Rifa is going to be able to block that rush. The shield is low, nonetheless. Punch-Up doing a lot of shield damage overall, I feel like. Or Bird-Chuck. That's Bird-Chuck. For a moment I thought that was the Fun-Chuck. Sorry about that, chat. And yeah, Rifa's struggling to find any opening. But the rush here is going to land for 305 damage. Still some pretty decent damage, but yeah, the Fun-Chuck, the Bird-Chuck is going to finish the job. I want to say Fun-Chuck so bad. It's a problem. Going to round 2 Bpay right away, using the rush. Once again, River dropping just at the end, realizing that the shield was low and it might be better to just take the damage of the end of the rush. Ooh, and River's rush is going to get blocked by that pillar. River is saved by the stage. Once again, like, it is a theme. I feel like it is a theme of that game 4 so far. Just Bpay being able to camp very handily behind the pillars. And not being able to give... Well, not giving River any opportunities, really. But then again, River is doing a lot of adaptation, and once again the delayed rush by River is going to catch not only Bpay, but Bpay rushing, resetting back to 0 meter for the round 3. Which is huge for River. Huge momentum shift for River. Yeah, there's no fun chuck here. It is fun denied. The fun is denied. Yeah, Bpay just throwing away the pretenses, going for double roaster right now. It's working. Like, again, double roaster is reliable because it is so fast and so powerful, and gets those hard knockdowns very quickly, very well on the big body characters. And with Rifa's nade blowing up in his face as well, it is going to do some extra damage that Rifa really doesn't need right now. But it's going to be rush for rush, except 405 damage for Rifa's rush, getting him back into the game. Very good whammer hit here from the advancing guard. This is pretty much up to the first who gets a hit in here. But a very good grab from Bpay is going to catch Rifa off guard in order to go to Game 5. A pretty intense set that we are having here today for Winners Finals. Yeah, no time to waste. We are going back to DNA Lab. Because so have the gods decided. And River's sticking to his guns. Sticking to that whammer. You know what, Bpay, again, playing very straightforward with the double roaster. But hey, it's a powerful combo, so it's understandable. Lots of pressure onto Bpay right now. Yeah, Riva doing a much better job applying a ton of pressure onto Bpay with that loadout than in the previous game. Now playing much more defensively. Now the rules are reversed. Riva is playing very much behind the pillars, trying to avoid any hit that might come his way. Ooh, Ripper's not even going to get punished for that nade throw with Bpay's rush. Like, he completely missed. But a very good dash. And Ripper is not going to take any chances. Just go for the rush, get the life lead, enough of a life lead that Bpay cannot get to him. And we are now on match point for Ripper. So the slap is back out. Meanwhile, Rifa has the Scully ready to go, raring to go even. Trying to get some good pokes in. Still, Rifa has taken a lot of damage in that opener. Bpay is keeping him right where he wants. Completely stuck to the wall. Another grab. River trying to get into Bpay's personal space right now, but really struggling. It's gonna take more advancing guards, it feels like. Still, a very good Scully hit. Once again, River able to avoid Bpay's rush here. Thanks to the side dash of Mechanica. The air dash. And yeah, Rifa making headway, mostly powered by the dot damage. Bpay is going to be able to punish Rifa's rush though. This is going to be a very close one. Bpay, I feel like miraculously avoids the grab. Ooh, but the grab should be it, and that is going to be round to Bpay. We are going to the last round of this match. Yeah, very well played by Bpay here. Bpay going for rush, Rifa dropping once again before the end of the rush, but not not taking too much damage, I was about to say. Rifa is pushing Bpay into the wall. Bpay is going to be able to get out pretty handily. But the end of Rifa's rush is going to catch and add some dot damage onto Bpay. Rifa has the advantage right now. Bpay knocking it out of the air in order to even up the score. Bpay has rush. Rifa once again managing to block the rush with just a smidgen of shield to spare. Bpay the corner. Rifa continuing to try and rain down. Get the poison in. Get the dot damage in. Ooh, the rush is going to get snuffed out here. Not quite enough to kill Rifa, and Bpay is going to take it and go to grand finals from the winner's side. A very tense game here. We got a very tense game here. But Bpay manages to clutch it out at the end of the day and arrive on top. Very well played by both players. And now, what we are going to see, we're going to go straight to loser semis. With potentially, well, I say potentially, we're gonna have Yam versus Raziel. We're back in best of 3 land, by the way, chat. But yeah, fun stuff today at the EU Arms Challenge. Just a very fun tournament so far. An absolute pleasure to watch. We love to see it. Okay, and we are going to go for random stages. Not activating the right stages right now. And DNA. That's the one I was missing. There we go. And here we go. We got Yam versus Raz with the Bite and Bark Ditto. Well, that's going to be an interesting matchup. Yeah, some atypical setup, I would say so far. I mean, Raz is a little bit more classic. We've got the Seiki on hand. But Yam with the Megaton, like, Megaton punch. Like, you see that arm so few times that I almost forgot the name of it. I might actually have forgotten the name of it. But so far, Yam is doing an excellent job at keeping up the pressure. We get a nice 340 damage from the rush. Gonna try and go for an air attack, but it will be Bark that is going to get the KO. Yeah, I was about to say, that's the Megaton, right? It is the Megaton. Thanks, chat. It's like you see this arm so rarely that you forget it exists sometimes. Yeah, Raz going for a dragon right here. Trying to catch some of the movement, but I feel like it might be less efficient against a character like Bite and Bark, who's already pretty limited overall in his movement, especially once Bark is shut down. Like, the dragon might be superfluous. Yam attempting a rush from the air, not going to connect. Still, right now, Raz proving me completely wrong and doing an excellent job at keeping Yam at bay here. Both players just playing from midfield right now. A little bit further than midfield, in fact, but still. Yam trying to go in once again, being punished by Raz. 8 seconds on the clock, and yeah, there's not much that Yam can do in that situation. Which we are going to go into round 3 due to that. Very nice rush by Yam. Not gonna get the full extent of it though. Ooh, that is an unfortunate predicament for Raz though. Getting blown up by his own Seiki, and again the risk-reward nature of the Seiki. The ratio is, I would say, very high overall. And it just so happens that in this round so far, the Seiki has done much more damage almost to Raz than it did to Yam. Bark's coming back up on Raz's side in order to help him apply the pressure. And yeah, Yam getting caught off guard quite a lot by the dragon so far. Not completely sure how to deal with it, but it doesn't matter. Gonna go for a rush, an aerial rush. And that is going to be game 1 to Yam. Still, very well played by both players. Yeah, we're going to go straight into game 2. We're going to go on to sparring ring. Yam with the Misango, Raz with the Springtron. Double Parabola. A Parabola Misango. That is going to be an interesting watch. Like, I'm not completely sure if the Parabola complements Misango's kit very well, but it is a funny watch nonetheless. So, we take those. We take those. Meanwhile, Raz, we have... This time we do have the Fun Chuck on deck. We do have the Fun Chuck on deck for Raz. And the grabs are working wonders so far for Raz as well. Yam with Yellow Mask. Once again, you have to respect the Yellow Mask. You can't just throw out random stuff at it because of the invincibility. And no, Yam, you don't have the Yellow Mask here, so you're not going to get the priority on that rush exchange. That's just not going to happen. Still, Yam applying a lot of pressure right now with the red mask and the two parabolas on deck. Raz is going to disable the situation thanks to a very well timed popper hit, and that is going to be 1 round to Raz. Very nice paralysis here by Yam, leading to the grab. Yam in red, trying to apply the pressure. Raz is going to be disabling that with the slap, but Yam is just going to go for Roll Rush here and get some massive damage. Raz continuing the onslaught. Yam now in yellow, but doesn't have the rush to rely on here. Just overall lots of patience from both players. A little bit of a clash here. Disabling the chakram. 17 seconds on the clock. Raz has to do something, you know. He's gonna have to be patient. But he can do something. There we go. Raz now has the lead. Yam on 1 HP, but... Yeah, Raz is just gonna bust out the rush in order to secure that win. And now we're in 1-1. We're going to go into game 3. And remember, chat, this one is the last game between the two of them. And we're going straight back to sparring ring. Rez now has the Misango. Meanwhile, Yam has the Max Brass. Yeah, so sorry about that, chat. Moved away for a little bit, but yeah, we do have the Biffler on Raz's side. It is a very fun arm, more of an entire arm in my opinion. But I feel it's not going to do that much against Max Brass. Still, so far Yam is applying a lot of pressure, like your usual Brass pressure, but he is going to lose the rush exchange here. Not gonna get damaged for much. But still. Yeah, Yam now in max mode. Now in prime position to apply a lot of pressure. And Rez might have taken the lead from that grab, I'm not completely sure. Well, now he definitely has the lead now that he's KO'd, but still. Going into round 2. Yam opting for a Tri-Blast here as well. Gonna get some good damage from that rush. Yeah. The thing is, Yam doesn't really have much of an opportunity to set up. Heck, he was late on that setup, so he's not gonna be able to get the buff rest that often, especially on that smaller stage. Still, a very good Thunderbird confirm from Raz. Now Raz is in red, looking much like the maximum brass of earlier. But, ooh, I thought that was going to be over. But unfortunately, the rush here dropped, and that is going to be a good grab for Yam to stay in the game. We're going to the last round of this match. And that one's gotta hurt. That one's gotta hurt on Raz's side. Yeah, Yam right now being on point with those grabs. And baiting out the dash from Raz in order to catch it with the rush. Another grab, and yeah, it really feels like the momentum is completely in Yam's favor right now. Pressure is on. Raz manages to find a hit finally, but it's not going to be enough, and that is going to be Yam taking it over Rajal. But yeah, if only Raz didn't drop that rush in round 2, we'd be looking at a completely different losers finals. But it's tough. The physics sometimes just work against you. That's just going to happen. It is unfortunate, but it is how it is. And now Yam is going to have to face Rifa in losers finals in order to maybe work his way to Grands. And we're gonna go straight into it. With Cobra against Mechanica. River dedicated to the Mechanica today, by the way. And Yam already doing an excellent job just keeping onto Rifa's face. Yeah, lots of exchanges here going on. The trade's mostly going in favor of Rifa so far, especially with that dot damage from the poison. But Yam is slowly but surely getting onto Rifa's case. And yeah, Rifa baiting out the rush from Yam with his own rush, resetting the meters back to 0. Being very patient here, Yam on 1 HP, Yam on no HP. Yeah, overall, good adaptation from Rifa. And now we've got Whammer on both sides. Yeah, this is getting interesting, honestly. Ooh, very nice dodge into rush from Rifa here. Very good punish. Lots of poison damage onto Yam right now. He's losing a lot of health from those exchanges. Yam managing to find a rush here onto Rifa in order to try and get back into the game. Though, it's not over till it's over, folks. But Rifa right now is looking to be in a very good position. It's looking like he has all the momentum. Continuing to keep Yam at bay from a distance. Rifa busting out the rush. Delaying it, but Yam is not going to fall for that. And Yam just going for the raw rush, but Rifa recognizing it and just locking it out. But yeah, just the Scully is going to do the work and ensure that last hit connects. And get 1 point on the board for Rifa. Yeah, we're getting ready to get into game 2. Yam going with the trusty Lolo Pop. But sparring is going to be an interesting stage, for sure, for this matchup. Ooh, but Rifa already doing a lot to shut down Yam's attempts at setting up his shield, honestly. Just lots of pressure already. Yam trying to slow down the pace of the game. The Rifa right now is more than happy to play at this pace. But Yam is going to be able to snuff out the rush. But yeah, just lots of pressure coming up from Riffa's side right now in this match. Yeah, I'm trying to find a way out of it, but it's rough. It's rough. Riffa going for the opening grab in the second round, but Yam right now is prepared. Like, I can't blame him. He can't let Riffa get his way here. Ooh, and the Rush are flying from either side right now. Both players getting, slowly but surely getting into the head of each other. But still, tough situation to... Very nice grab by Riffa. Yeah, Yam doing a much better job in the second round, just trying to apply his game plan. Ooh, there was a grab attempt here. The Rush is going to end up on the shield. But Riffa is going to be able to find another Rush, and that is going to be 2-0-2 Riffa. We're going into game 3 with a very good advantage to Riffa right now. Yeah, so far it really feels like Yam has no answer to Riffa's pressure from the Mechanica. And Yam going mummy. I hope it's not a desperate attempt, honestly. Yeah, we've got Megaton and Toaster and the, whatchamacallit, the Ram. There we go. On Yam's side. Obviously, I don't think that the Megaton is going to do much against Mechanica, so I'd be surprised to see it in that matchup, but still. And yeah, Riffa is just landing punch after punch after punch, and once again, this is a lot of dot damage on Yam. Yam is, however, going to be able to avoid the rush from Riffa and even heal quite a bit of his health. DNA Lab pillars working for him. Hi Camilla, how you doing? Yeah, Yam can go just through the explosions with minimal damage, but it's still damage, so gotta be careful. Riffa's gonna be able to snuff out Yam's rush here. Yam healing. Again, protected very much by the DNA Lab pillar. But it's really not looking like it's gonna be enough in order to take this round, and now Riffa's on match point. It's tough, and now we do have the Megaton. Really don't know what it's gonna be able to do in this matchup. I mean, I guess it can block damage, but still. It's already a lot of dot damage on Yam. There's already a lot of dot damage. And Riffa can just work around the Megaton for the most part. And Yam is going to drop the rush as well. This is not looking too good. Gonna find the grab though. Very good grab overall. And Rifa's gonna be able to find the full rush himself, though. Yam now on his last chance to make a mark in this tournament. I mean, he does heal more than he gets poisoned for. And right now, it's just healing a lot. Rifa, what is happening? What is happening? Why is Rifa letting him heal like that? I don't know. It was enough to get Yam out of critical, but we're going right back in with the shield break. More whammers coming up. And once again, Yam is down, and that is going to be a clean 3-0 for Rifa, who's going to be able to get his revenge in Grand Finals, potentially against Bpay. But with all that healing, you really felt that that last round, Rifa just wanted to kill him twice. It was weird. It was weird. Yeah, we're gonna go into Grand Finals. I'm going to run the ads first, just warning everything. But yeah. We do have coming up at Wolf TV, we'll have Battle for the Den, the KOF 15 monthly tournament. It is coming up on the 15th of May at 15 CEST, so if you like KOF, make sure to join us for this tournament. You can just type in the command !Wolf TV in the chat in order to get all the information for that tournament. We also have coming up soon, but not yet available for registration, the ARMS Asia Oceania monthly returning, and then we'll see also if we can do EUNA again, because those are always good fun. So make sure to stay tuned to Wolf TV for all that information. Also, next week at the Playing Grounds, our free play session at Wolf TV, we will be having Street Fighter EX3, a nice little PS2 game made by Eureka and Capcom in collaboration, which has a lot of crazy mechanics, like supers cancelling into supers, and a lot of tag mechanics which are very reminiscent to games like BB Tag and Marvel Infinite. It's going to be good fun. It's going to be played through Parsec, so all you need to have to do that, to play with me, is download the Parsec client on your PC or your mobile or your tablet or whatever, and you can just join in the chat. It is on the 10th of May at 21 CST, and this will be on the Wolf TV YouTube channel, as usual for all the Wolf TV stuff. But here we go. We're gonna go right in. Grand Finals. We can start now. Rifa versus Bpay, the rematch. And we shall see if the Mechanica has an answer to the Ribbon Girl. Because Bpay has been doing an excellent job just keeping Rifa's Mechanica on her toes overall. But hey, maybe Ice Arms are the answer. Who knows? I don't. Nonetheless, so far Bpay is able to play the distance game pretty handily. Rifa managing to find the ice chain, continuing the ice chain. Bpay is gonna break out with the rush, maybe a little bit hastily, as Rifa is able to block all of that. Still, it's a good way to get back to neutral, but Rifa is going to be able to find the full rush damage. Yeah, lots of dancing around right now. Bpay managing to find a grab. River throwing out both punches. Manages to avoid once again Bpay's rush pretty well. And Bpay is slowly but surely coming back into this game, but River is going to be able to punish with just the rush. And we're pretty much resetting the meters going to round 2. Now we've got Bpay with double slaps. And seeing how a double slap went last time, I'm not too sure about the pick. Just because slaps are pretty easy overall to punish, in my opinion. Bpay is not going to be able to find the rush here. River continuing a lot of pressure from mid-range and gonna find the rush as well, and that is going to be enough to KO. Giving him the first point in that grand finals. Yeah, no time to waste. We're gonna go, I think, right into the second game, which is going to be on Buster Beach. But yeah, I would be for retiring the double slap entirely. We're opening strong right now with a very good freeze into Kablammer. Ooh, but he's gonna get punished for trying to charge up and dash here. Thanks to Bpay's revolver. And it really feels like right now Bpay is having more trouble overall at the mid-range than the long range. It feels like. Because look, at the long range, he can keep Rifa at bay much easier. At the mid-range, I feel like Rifa's pressure really starts to kick in. That is at least my opinion overall on what is happening right now. Bpay going for the air rush, managing to find 330 damage onto Rifa, getting back the lead. But he's gotta be careful, because Bpay is now stuck in the lip, going for the advancing guard, but Rifa recognizes it, and that is the perfect opportunity for a rush. Going to round 2, Bpay once again getting pushed a little bit into the lip of Buster Beach. Yeah, Rifa's playing very aggressive right now. Bpay is managing to get some good hits in, especially with that revolver. But yeah, Rifa recognizes right now that the aggression won't work and just backing out just a little bit. Rifa going for rush, managing to catch Bpay's side dash with the win of the cool rain. I mean, it doesn't have a wind attribute, but it does have a tornado. Ooh, but very good rush by Bpay in order to get back into that round. Rifa has the setup right now for the freeze chain. Bpay managing to escape by the skin of his teeth. Rifa trying to delay the rush here, but it's not going to quite work. But the cool ring here will catch Bpay off guard and put Rifa at 2-0, one game away from the reset. Yeah, this... It's okay. I don't think there's that much pressure onto Bpay right now. Just because, worst case scenario, there is one more game. There is one more match. But still, it has to sting. Getting caught 4 rounds in a row. And not finding any solution right now to Rifa's mid-range pressure. There are moments of brilliance, which, again, seem to mostly come when Bpay is... how to put it? When Bpay is playing long range. And once Rifa is at that mid-range, that close range, in your face almost, it's hard to get him off of here. So I kind of like the Retorture here. Going for straight damage and hard knockdowns rather than just the electric stun. It could be the ticket to get out of those pesky situations. Yeah, Rifa going for the rush, going to get 260 damage from it. Very nice damage. And now the freeze change begins. Nope, Bpay just rushes out of it, but Rifa's just not gonna let himself get hit by it. And a nice grab should be enough to take the round. Rifa is now on match point. And in a very good position mentally as well. Got all the momentum on his side. And also, now that the pillars are out, are not there, I want to say, it's a good opportunity to bring out the Kablammer and find a massive 325 damage off of that rush as well. So right now, Bpay is getting quite a few more opportunities to actually punish Rifa, it feels like. But it's not going to matter if he continues to get stuck in the corner like that. Bpay has center stage right now. Pushing Rifa into the corner. But once again, Bpay is going to land right into Rifa's rush. And it's really not looking too great for Bpay. A good grab though could be the start of something, but the rush getting blocked is going to be huge and going to save Rifa, and yeah, that is going to be it. We're going for a reset. We're going straight for a reset. Yeah, so far it feels like Rifa has Bpay downloaded. Completely downloaded. Mechanica doing excellent job. And essentially turning Bpay into minced meat. Minced meat. Wait a second, chat. I've got... I think Rifa is going for fan service at this point. Yeah, Rifa's going for fan service, going for my usual loadout. Apparently. Yeah, we've got the Grey Mechanica coming up. But here we go for the true finals. But still, very good opener right now from Bpay, getting the grab in as Riffa attempts to advancing guard a lot. And also, I kind of like the Hydra right now, because Riffa does have quite a bit going for him in the air. Ooh, and the trampoline's already out. Like, that was a quick trampoline. So it's going to be an interesting element in this matchup. Because technically Riffa can kind of air dash over parts of the trampoline. You know what, Bpay does have multiple jumps, so I feel it does favor Bpay, but not by much. Here's the rush coming up from Riffa. Getting some decent damage onto Bpay. Catching from the top again. You know, that trampoline is not safe right now. Ooh, but the rush is going to get Bpay out of that sticky situation and into a win. This is technically the first round Bpay has gotten in 4 games. Ooh, but a good confirm from the Parabola is going to net Riffa's, like, almost half the health of Bpay, honestly, from that one interaction. Like, it helps that those two arms have rather consistent rush, in my opinion. Rather consistent rush physics. Unlike some others. Yeah, right now the Parabola is working much better for Riffa overall. Especially with those 2 Hydras coming up. They do a lot to actually block out the Hydras, I feel like. A little bit of a snafu here, dashing into the Hydras. But we have landed the KO on Riffa's side. We're going into round 3. Now Bpay going for the revolver here. Trying to get some pokes in. Dan Riffa's just gonna armor through here. Getting saved at the last second. But is still going to waste that rush in the process. Bpay going for the aerial rush. Going to masterfully punish that toaster here. Now Riffa attempts to control more or less the trampoline in order to prevent Bpay from doing any weird stuff here. Ooh, but yet another nice confirm here off of the Parabola. It's a very reliable confirm, to be fair. But a nice grab is going to net Bpay that first game in the reset. Yeah, we see you, Riffa. We see you. We see you. Okay, we're now going to go onto DNA Lab. No loadout changes. I mean, you can't really predict randomness, but still. And Bpay trying to go for the opening grab, but Bpay's just gonna slowly dash out of the way with that. And yeah, Riffle trying to apply quite a bit of pressure. Despite the pillar, Thunderbird can go around the pillar, so that helps, you know. Thunderbird is pretty good at getting around the pillar. And a nice catch here by the delayed rush from Rifa. It's going to net him a lot of damage. And a nice catch from the Thunderbird right into the grab as well. Very nicely done. Yeah, very dominant performance in that first one from Ripper. Bpay is going to rush right out of stun in order to counter any funny attempts from Ripper to get any more confirms. Very nice catch as well with the grab. Ooh, but a nice bait here is going to net Ripper the rush. Very nicely done overall. Good grab as well, getting back into the lead. Bpay is just dancing around right now. Being very patient, managing to finally find a slap hit. It's pretty much blow for blow right now. Ripper is going to be able to mostly block the rush, but the shield was low on his side, so that happens. Ooh, but the rush is going to be just enough. Just enough to take that game. By a smidgen of health here. But I will say, as much as I like the Thunderbird, it's not the easiest thing to be consistent with. I feel like it's a very good arm with the curves and everything, but it doesn't have as much range when it's curving, and so it's very hard to use consistently, in my opinion. But I like it, you know. I like the challenge. Yeah, Ripper going straight away for a parable punish onto Bpay, catching those jumps. Those haphazard jumps. Yeah, Ripper being pretty patient right now. Trying to work his way around Bpay. So far it's working. He's in a very good position right now. And the rush is going to be netting a no, not quite. There's some chip damage. I thought that was a perfect, but no. I'm gonna call it fake perfect. Hi Amber. Yeah, the Thunderbird, I don't think it's necessarily RNG, but you really gotta work on those angles. And I almost feel like you do much better with the Thunderbird if you have some notches on your stick. Ooh, very nice bait here by Rifa. After getting hit by Bpay's rush. Just staring down and predicting the dash. In order to catch Bpay's own dash. Okay, that's the thing about Thunderbird. It has a small hitbox, and the curviness is hard to control. As I said, it's really an arm, which I feel shines much more if you have some notches on your controller, just because you're going to be able to hit those angles more consistently. As I say that, Riffa is just mauling on Bpay. And now up 2-1 in these true finals. One game away from winning the entire tournament, as Riffa usually does. Yeah, Bpay, you won a game. It's not over yet. We're at 2-1. Don't worry. There is a chance. You can make the comeback. It's feasible. Don't worry. It's not over yet. I mean, yeah, obviously if you use motion, it's even harder to use Thunderbird, in my opinion, but... But if you use controller, honestly, like... You use the notches, like... GameCube controller is actually pretty good with some arms, overall. In my opinion. Okay, we're now into game 4. Bpay going for the all-reliable double roaster in order to try and shut down Riffa. But so far Riffa is just in Bpay's face. The grab is going to grant him some space though. Ooh, but a nice rush here from Riffa. Pushing Bpay once again back into the corner, and the grab is not going to be quite enough to take it. There's still 1 magic HP. And Bpay is going to be able to find the rush as well. Bpay still on 1 HP. Going for a lot of punches here. Still being really patient nonetheless in order to not get hit. But the Thunderbird is there and is going to catch him. And we're now on match point for Riffa. Tournament point even for Riffa. And now we've got the odd combo of Thunderbird and Parabola. Now motion has a high skill ceiling in the game. Because on one hand, it's a little bit more inconsistent because you need to be very much precise with the motion controls, but at the same time, you get to control both arms independently, which is a huge thing as well. Both have their advantages and their inconveniences. I say that about every controller, to be fair, but it's especially true when you face motion against the Pro controller. But as I say that, we have a very even round right now on our hands. And then Riffa just gets 2 grabs and gets back into it. To get to even. Riffa going for a rush here. Bpay able to block it. This is looking like anyone's round right now. And Bpay is going to go once again for an aerial rush, which is going to land the full 335 damage onto Riffa, putting him in critical. Catching the landing as well here. With Thunderbird hit from Riffa, not going to get much out of it. And yeah, the dash is going to get caught here by the revolver from Bpay. And we are going into the final round of Game 4 now. And yeah, Bpay is going to get take a lot of damage here from that interaction. Putting him in the middle, in the middle. Bpay, however, is going to be able to find the full punish with the deflect onto Rifa here. Rifa going for a grab, gonna get punished for it. For attempting an advancing guard, just being a little bit too early and getting hit by the roaster. Bpay right now in an excellent position. Rifa attempting to punish the rush, but that is not going to be the winning play. And now we're going to Game 5. But yeah, having Thunderbird and Parabola at the same time is not that great. It is not that great. So, since we're talking about my my loadout, I'm pretty much relying a lot on the toaster, but I also rely a lot on the toaster in general. So that's just going to happen. Because the toaster is such a reliable on, to be fair, so... Still, for Game 5, we have a very nice Game 5 right now on Ninja College. Bpay being in prime position to apply the pressure here. On top of those stairs. With us slightly reversing the steam here. And yeah, Bpay overall doing an excellent job at dodging. Until I say that, and of course he gets hit by the Parabola, you know. Commentator's curse, everybody. Very nice grab. Thanks to the Parabola. Bpay is going to be able to find the grab here. But the rush here isn't going to land. Rifa's going to advance guard just a little bit too early though and get hit by the end of it. And yeah, Parabola into grab, not going to be quite enough to kill yet. But Bpay right now is at 1 HP. And there we go, and Rifa is now back on tournament point. And once again, Bpay going for all reliable, but getting hard punish for it with the Thunderbird into rush for almost half his health. Like, that's the thing. Rifa can do a lot of damage very quickly if Bpay isn't careful, so there's still that. Thunderbird shenanigans as it passes by behind Bpay. Ooh, but Bpay is going to be able to parry that Thunderbird and get the rush straight away. And now Rifa has to deal with a Bpay that has the high ground with those very fast roasters coming his way. So Rifa is slowly but surely advancing, trying to apply all the pressure in the world. And the rush is going to be the one to not quite do it. Bpay is still on 1 HP. The rush didn't kill. I was convinced the rush was going to kill. But not quite, not quite. But that is going to be it. Rifa is going to be able to take the EU Arms Challenge number 92 over Bpay. in a very close grand final resets. That being said, that was still very close. This could have been anyone's game. Yeah, GG's to everyone who played. Once again, a very fun event overall. But that is yet another event that Riffa is going to be able to take home. With Bpay going second and Yam going third.